Hi everyone, Aaron here for Zollotech, and today Apple released an all-new AirPods Pro firmware update, bringing it to version 6F7. This update is available to the public just about 1 week after iOS 17.5.1 was released, and we're just about 2 weeks away from WWDC 2024, where we'll see iOS 18 for the first time and have the new betas released to developers, probably with some new features for AirPods. So Apple released this in a little odd time frame, and it's been about 5 months, or since December, since we had the last AirPods Pro firmware update. This update brings it to version 6F7, and it was originally labeled as 6BF7. On Apple's website for AirPods Pro firmware updates, they've since fixed it to 6F7. That's the current firmware version. Now, this update is currently only available to the AirPods Pro 2nd generation with both Lightning and USB-C. It's available for either or. Currently, at least at the time of this video, there are no future updates or current updates to AirPods Pro, AirPods 3rd Gen, 2nd Gen, Max, or anything else, or any Beats headphones. Now, to check for the update, all you need to do is connect your AirPods to your phone, and then you can see the version there. Go into your settings, wait for it to connect here. You can also see it under Bluetooth, so let's close it, reopen it. There it's connected, and it should show in settings. There we go. It's having a little issue showing in settings. Let's close out of that since I'm on a beta and see if it shows up. It was showing up without a problem earlier, but let's go ahead and see if it shows. There we go. It took just a moment, and then scroll to the bottom and you'll see that it's updated to version 6F7. If we go into this, we have a case version of 6.4.43.0. At least that's what mine is showing. So this particular firmware, that's how you check it. On the previous version, last I checked these, they were actually on the previous version as well. So we'll go ahead and go into AirPods Pro, wait for them to connect here, scroll to the bottom, and these are on 6B34, which is the previous version. So if you want to update these are very similar to any other AirPods, how you update. Basically connect them to your phone, then close the case, lock it, and walk away. If that's not working, typically what I'll do is open them back up, place them in my ear, and then listen to a song for about 30 seconds or so. Just listen to whatever you want for about 30 seconds. Then do the same thing, make sure they're connected, set it down, lock it, and walk away. You can also just plug these into a Mac and they'll typically update fairly quickly. But that's how you get it to do that. If you're on the beta from before, as we had a previous beta, you will need to turn that off. That's what my AirPods Pro 2 are on. And what you need to do is if you are on that beta, go into your settings, scroll down all the way until you get to developer, scroll to the bottom there, and at the bottom of developer, you'll see AirPods testing pre-release beta firmware. Go in there and make sure it's turned off. Once it's turned off, then you can just go back, again, make sure they're connected, and hopefully they'll just update on their own. It did take me a few tries to go from that version to this version. Now, as far as new features or anything else, well, what I've noticed so far is connectivity is nice and fast. Other than just showing you right here, it's been pretty quick overall. Placing them in my ears, connecting them, things seem to be a solid connection so far. Now I've brought in my iPad, I've got my AirPod Pro, I'll place it in my ear with my other one and go ahead and press play on the iPad. Pressing play, I'm listening to it live in real time. If we go back to the iPhone, press play, it switches immediately and now it's over here. You can see the move is pretty instant, so no complaints there. I also tested it with a Mac and it seemed to work perfectly fine. I also tested out overall noise cancellation with this. So what I did is play the same song on both the previous version with the Lightning version and then switch back and forth to USB-C. I snapped my fingers, listened to the ambient environment, and it seemed to be pretty much the same. I'd say they're identical in every way as far as that goes. So I don't know if there's any changes there, but if you are having issues with the overall noise cancellation, make sure you turn off the adaptive features. So what I mean by that is go into your iPhone, and if you press and hold on your volume in the control center, you'll see that we have spatial audio and other options. Make sure conversational awareness is off if you just want pure noise cancellation. Then go into your settings under your AirPods settings and make sure that you have different noise controls set properly, such as noise cancellation. Or if we go down here, don't have personalized volume, conversational awareness, or the others around turned on if you just want it to have purely noise cancellation enabled. So that's something that I find some people have these on and think that noise cancellation isn't very good. So far, it seems to be pretty good. As far as overall sound quality, the quality is pretty much identical. I played again both of these back and forth from the previous version. Similar bass, similar highs, mids, and everything else. I think this whole update is more about overall connectivity, maybe getting it ready for iOS 18, we're not really sure, or just maybe the next version of iOS. The only thing I'd love to see with iOS 18 for AirPods, other than maybe some accessibility features, is the option to go in and just have an update button here where it recognizes there's an update, tells us about it, and then updates it. I'd also like to see Apple update their documentation a little better, as it just says that this is for bug fixes and other improvements. It's been many updates with the exact same thing, and that to me is a little bit unacceptable, as I think these are supposed to be release notes, tell us what those bug fixes are so that we can sort of see if they've been fixed and then report back. And if they haven't, with many of us using it, you'll at least know and then you can fix it further. Either way, though, I think this would be great if we had better documentation. But that's really all I want from iOS 18 for AirPods Pro 2. AirPods Pro 3 will probably be sometime next year. That's about it for the AirPods update. Not a whole lot going on here, just some bug fixes, I think, and some connectivity updates. Let me know if you've noticed anything else, if you've updated already, in the comments below. Of course, I'll link this wallpaper in the description like I normally do. And if you haven't subscribed already, please subscribe. And if you enjoyed the video, please give it a like. As always, thanks for watching. This is Aaron. I'll see you next time.